I'm striving to get rich. That's why I always went 2 years without buying shoes and feet. Things change now. My mom hearing me with my music and she look a little proud.
Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APWSPORTS signing in. It's Super Wild Card Weekend, and the NFL playoffs have begun. Thank God they ain't in it. The Bears ain't in it. But that's another topic for another day. They fired Matt Nagy, thank God. But that's for another topic, another day. I did a video on that to be in the cards.
So much pain! So much pain!
But it is time to predict and preview the Super Wild Card Weekend games. I'm going to make this intro short and sweet. Let's just get right into these playoff games. The first game we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And in this game, it's going to be, I think, closer than a lot of people expect, especially since it's playoffs. But I am going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals in this contest. I just think since he's on a hot streak, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, and the way Jamar Chase is playing, I don't think the Raiders have enough on the defensive side of the ball to stop it, especially at the defensive back position. Derek Carr's been playing solid, but I just think this Bengals defense is, I think Jesse Bates and their guys on defense, Von Bell, their safeties have been playing some really good football for this Bengals defense, and their front seven has been surprisingly good. Trey Hendrickson has had a really good season, and up in the middle, they have been playing some solid football. So, the first contest, honestly, I am going to pick the Cincinnati Bengals to move on to the next round. And their next set, we have the Patriots and the Bills. Now, the Patriots, led by rookie Matt Jones, have been playing some extremely well defense, and they have adjusted to each of their opponents in each and every single week, the Bill Belichick way. Buffalo has been up and down this season, but as of late, they've been playing some really solid football. And you guys know, if you did not watch my channel before last season and coming into the season, I have always been high on the Buffalo Bills. And I still am high on the Buffalo Bills, and that is why I am picking them to beat the New England Patriots. Now, they just beat the Patriots a couple of weeks back. I do believe Josh Allen is starting to click and get hot at the right time. Brian Daboll and this offense, I believe they are starting to run the football a little bit more than what they've been accustomed to. Even though this Bills defense is without Tre'Davious White, they have still been playing some really solid football, led by Leslie Frazier, defensive coordinator. They have Micah Hyde that's been playing some really solid football for them. So even though this Patriots defense, I believe, is a very good defense, I just don't think they'll do enough to stop Josh Allen. And I think the Bengals are clicking and they're hot at the right time. So I am going to go with the Buffalo Bills in this game. And on Sunday, first contest is the Eagles and Buccaneers. Sorry, Alcabelli analyst. I'm going with the Buccaneers in this contest. I just don't think the Eagles have enough. The Eagles, even though they've been adjusting and running football a lot more than what they did earlier in the season, this Eagles defense has been playing a lot better with big play. Darius Slay has been really good at this later half of the season. But to be honest, I just don't think they have enough to beat Tampa, even though Tampa is no longer with Antonio Brown. Chris Godwin is out for the playoffs. I just don't believe the Eagles have enough to stop Leonard Fournette coming back off an injury. I just don't think they have enough to stop Mike Evans if he come back off an injury, Gronk. And of course, you have the GOAT, Tom Brady. And I think this Buccaneers defense is the same defense that propelled them to a Super Bowl championship last season. I just don't think this Eagles defense has enough to overcome that Buccaneers defense. Next game, we have the 49ers and Cowboys. I made a previous video about the Cowboys of them being legit Super Bowl contenders. The Niners have been kind of on a hot streak as of late. They've been rolling into this playoffs. Deebo Samuel has been the absolute X factor for this offense. Jimmy G has been in and out of the lineup with injury, but when he's in, he does play solid football. This 49ers defense is really led by Nick Bosa up front, having a tremendous bounce back season coming off of a torn ACL. Elijah Mitchell on the 49ers offensive side of the ball. Then you have as well, you have George Kittle, but I'm going to stick with the Cowboys. I do believe in this Cowboys team. I believe it's something different about them. They are running the football a lot better as of late in the season with Zeke and Tony Pollard. Dak has been playing better as of late. This defense is creating takeaways. Michael Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, DeMarcus Lawrence on this defense. I just don't think the 49ers will do enough in the passing game to overcome this Cowboys team. So I'm going to do with the Dallas Cowboys in that contest. And then we have next the last Sunday night contest, the Steelers and the Chiefs. I'm not even going to make this one hard. I am going to go with Kansas City. Even though the Steelers to me are I'm not going to say the most dangerous, but they are the most, how can I put this? They're the most odd team in the playoffs. It's almost like this team almost doesn't belong. It's just so odd watching this team. They have struggled running the ball. Big Ben has had his struggles. Defensively, they have their struggles, but yet they find themselves in the playoffs. But I just don't think they have enough to beat KC with Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, Hill, and the Chiefs defense. Even though the last couple of games has been a little bit of a spotter, they played a lot better than whatever I expected coming into this year. And their long winning streak, the defense was one of the main reasons why they were still alive in the season when the offense had their earlier struggles. And I just don't think the Steelers have enough to overcome a Kansas City Chiefs team. So I'm going to roll with the Kansas City Chiefs to win that contest. Next and final game on Monday, we have the Cardinals and the Rams. This one, I believe, is the toughest game for me to pick. While I'm not a huge believer in the Rams, to be 100% honest, the Cardinals have been I'm not going to say the biggest question mark, but the Cardinals are a team that has been not on a free fall, but they kind of had a slap in this last half of the season. And it's game between two divisional opponents, so you don't know which way it's going to come out. Matthew Stafford has had his struggles. Kyler Murray has kind of dipped from his MVP-like season. And teams that have both defenses that are playing some really solid football. But if I had to put faith in any quarterback between Stafford and Kyler Murray, and the guy that I choose between the two is the team that I'm going with, I'm going to put a little bit more faith in Kyler Murray. Only because I just don't believe this Rams defense has been playing the greatest of football as of late. Even though Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald, Von Miller, you have the names. Offensively, you have Odell, who's been coming on to fire the last couple of weeks. Cooper Kupp has a tremendous Triple Crown receiving type of season when it was this close to breaking the receiving yard record. But I've never been a big believer in this Los Angeles Rams football team. Despite how good they are, I just believe the defense of the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray's athleticism, and I hope they get DeAndre Hopkins back for this week. But if I had to pick between the two, this is going to be a hard game, and it's going to be a really hard fall game. But I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals in this contest. So my picks for this week will be the Bengals to beat the Raiders, the Bills to beat the Patriots, the Bucks to beat the Eagles, the Cowboys over the Niners, the Chiefs over the Steelers, and the Cardinals over the Rams. Now, I only have one road team winning, but I can easily see San Fran beating Dallas, and I can easily see New England beating the Bills. Those are only two road teams that I didn't pick that I believe can win their games. I'm not a believer in the Raiders. I'm definitely not a believer in the Eagles to beat the Bucks. And I'm not a believer in the Steelers to beat the Chiefs. So, as I'll say again, my picks are the Bengals, Bills, Bucks, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Cardinals. But that is all I have. Those are my picks for this wild card weekend. And if you guys agree or disagree with any of the picks I made, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. But APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.